Here is a flimsy belt with some snaps on it, on which you snap this little device and it sends these chiropractic-like shocks through your abdomen, which give you those six-pack abs that we all crave so much. Doesn't work. Long story short, my first wife left me for the neighbor's brother. The absence of her income caused me to have to close my commercial office in downtown Oklahoma City. Being on one income, I had to either, pay for the house or pay for the office. So I ended up filing bankruptcy because I wanted to avoid paying off all of her medical bills and all of her credit cards and all of her debts that she had, because she was just debt queen. But after she left, I filed bankruptcy, and I'd say it was probably no more than a couple of months later after the discharge, or maybe even after I filed, Providian sent me an application. Anyway, guys, this was supposed to be 4 equal payments of $29. It ended up costing me $176 and some odd cents. After contacting Providian month after month, week after week, telling them the same story over and over and over, sending copies of the same documents over and over, I finally got tired of it and registered ProvidianFinancialSucks.com. I especially like reading the posts by the thoughtful and witty Providian employees. Ha ha! You are going to have a big fat lawsuit on your hands for putting Providian information on the net. Providian knows about your website. I hope you have a lot of money to fork out for an attorney. Oh, but then again, if you had a lot of money, you would not have a Providian card. Good luck. An actual Providian employee told me all about how they hold checks until the accounts both go late and go over credit fee, generating another $70 per account for Providian. She said some of the checks they hold, some of them they just shred.
The man President Bush tapped to lead his new SWAT team on corporate crime, Deputy Attorney General Larry Thompson, now faces questions about his ties to a troubled credit card firm, the Providian Corporation.
I spent 13 years in the bank, in the retail side. Over the years, we went through quite a few mergers and name changes, and there was Citizens Bank and Trust Company and Clark County State Bank. They formed a new bank called Commerce America, and we changed our name to INB Banking Company, which merged with NBD, National Bank of Detroit, which merged with First Chicago. And so when I left the bank in 2001, it was under the name Bank One. And of course, now Bank One has merged with JP Morgan Chase, and that's a whole other list of mergers to get to that point. So, I mean, I know for a fact that some of the banks locally are not wanting experienced bank people. They're hiring people that have managed like stores in the mall. Their whole approach is that they want somebody that's retail driven, that can sell, sell, sell. Not that they necessarily understand what's right or how it works or anything else.
Sell debt.
You gotta sell credit cards, you gotta sell overdraft protection, you gotta sell investments, you gotta sell mortgages, you gotta sell car loans, you gotta sell home equity, you have to sell credit insurance. Suggest you go on vacation. Suggest that you remodel or you buy a car. Yeah. This is even better. Sister that's in the nursing home gets an offer of credit. Pre-selected for auto financing of up to $30,000. She's 35 years old, MS and nursing home, been there for 6 years, has no income. I mean, whatever Social Security she gets goes to the nursing home. You got a piece of mail offering you up to $30,000 so you can go buy you a car. What do you think about that? Just what you need, right?
I mean, this is what's remarkable about where we are in this economy. Credit card lending and subprime mortgage lending are so profitable that getting families to take on more debt will yield more money for these companies, even if the number of foreclosures and defaults keeps climbing.
And there's a reason for all of this. Now, federal law allows that if you or I stop paying on our credit card, that the creditor is mandated by federal law to charge it off if we don't make a payment for 180 days. During that 180 days is when all this credit hell is going on your account. From the date that you stop paying to the date that it charges off, that credit card issuer has amassed hundreds, perhaps even thousands of dollars in late, over limit, and additional credit fees. So that when the card does charge off, when they take the profit and loss, the P&L that goes on your credit report, that it's a highly inflated figure. That then even becomes a bigger figure when it moves over to the debt buyers, when they sell it and make more money on it. A lot of it's done today by bids. They'll put together a portfolio. It's $25, $50, $100 million, and then they have different grades of paper, A, B, C, or D, depending on the age and what type of accounts it is. What they're doing has been compared to the drug dealers of the 80s and the 90s, except that it's legal for now.
This is the auction site itself right here. Fractional ownerships, judgments. The big one is real estate debt. If you're holding a note on a home, you can post it on here.
The more debt, obviously, the more opportunity there is for delinquency, and the more opportunity then for collection. And we assume that will drive buyers and sellers to debt outlet. We're just bringing people together, almost like a dating service.
But for debt. That's a good one.
They're gamblers. They're going out and they're investing a few dollars in the portfolio. They're investing a few more dollars in computers and personnel, renting property. That's about it. Now they're gambling that you as a debtor can be coerced or frightened into making this investment into a huge windfall. Is it going to work? I don't know. And it's Vegas. Roll the dice and hope you're going to get something.
Here's something that we just recently put up as our map of the United States. So as a new company, we've secured licensing, and I believe it's about 30 out of 50 states. So, you know, we could buy debt in any one of those states that we're licensed in.
This is our collection floor. As you can see here, we have against the wall, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 collectors. This is actually pretty instrumental in most agencies.
It's like a scoreboard too. It goes back to that kind of sports analogy where, you know, you put it there in black and white, you have a scoreboard out there, and you can keep track of how they're doing against each other on a daily basis.
That's good, huh?
Okay, well, see, you don't want to have any more judgments against you. They're going to start putting liens on your house. Yes, but $25 isn't going to stop you from eating. It's going to show that you actually want to start doing something on this on a voluntary basis. It's not going to go away, Ivan. Well, the police aren't going to be able to do anything for you because I'm not doing anything illegal, Ivan. And what are you going to tell them? That you're mad at me for calling you to make you pay your bill? Yes, we actually do, Ivan. I'm trying to do this in the easiest possible way for you.
You know, our company's called People First Recoveries for a reason, is that, you know, we put people first. We try to be professional with them, and we try to be, you know, stand up above, you know, just really treat them fair in what we're doing. And you know what? It's working. It's going to get people to work with us, you know.
You talk to them, you're reasonable, you find out why they got behind, you know, what caused the situation.
Well, and that's what's the key to me collecting. I got you on the phone. I was your best friend. I found out everything I could about you. And then, you know what? It gave me power. Information is power in this industry, and it pays off eventually.
How do you know how hard to push?
You know, there's a lot of things that motivate people. You can attack, you know, pride, fear, integrity, you know, what's a person's honor.
You know, it shows up, you know, private call. So my dad asked, you know, who was calling and asked if it was a bill collector. And he's like, well, you're awful damn nosy to my dad. And my dad has a short temper anyway. So he's like, well, you know, I need to know what you're calling about and stuff. And he's went on to say, you know, my wife's been missing for 6 months. And the guy's like, well, you're so damn nosy, you should be able to keep track of your wife and should be able to find her.